time Edi Gathegi, Twilight, for all mankind, learned about Mr. Terrific, it was from James Gunn's social media feed. When Gunn was named the co-chief of DC Studios in 2023, one of his first public actions was to post a picture of the lesser-known DC Comics character, whose civilian name is Michael Holt, which spurred the internet to begin speculating on which actor could play the role. One of the first suggestions was Gathegi. So my thought was, let me look him up, Gathegi recalls. He really liked what he saw. 14 PhDs, polyglot, polymath, autodidactic, natural aptitude for natural aptitudes, Olympic athlete. All of these characteristics, he says, his face lighting up listing just how, well, terrific the character really is. But then there's a big wound. He lost his wife, was on the verge of suicide, is visited by the Spectre, who educates him on the previous Mr. Terrific, Terry Sloan, and he takes up the mantle himself. I thought, this is a character who's equal parts D'Artagnan and Sherlock Holmes. The next day, however, the fan casting began to focus on the usual suspects, Gathegi says. John Boyega, Daniel Kaluuya, Michael B. Jordan. I just let it go and forgot about it. Gathegi had been down the superhero road before. In 2011's X-Men First Class, he played Darwin, a mutant with the ability to transform his body into anything it needed to survive its environment or circumstances. And yet, the filmmakers still managed to kill off the character, the only man of color of significance in the film, before he'd had a chance to do anything of importance. So when Gunn finally did cast Gathegi as Mr. Terrific, the actor was delighted to realize that this time, the superhero he'd be playing was second only in importance to the Man of Steel himself. Terrific first shows up in Superman as part of the Justice Gang, a team also consisting of Guy Gardner, Nathan Fillion, a Green Lantern, and Hawkgirl, Isabella Merced. But once Lex Luthor, Nicholas Hoult, locks Superman, David Corenswet, away in a secret prison in a pocket universe, Terrific decides to help Lois Lane, Rachel Brosnahan, find Superman. Terrific even gets his own showcase action sequence, in which the super genius uses his high-tech T-spheres to take out a legion of Lex's goons on a beach as Lois watches on in shock and amazement. When I made the audition tape, I didn't even know that it was for Mr. Terrific. I thought it was for Lex Luthor because the character was named Apex Lex. In my research, I discovered that Lex has this mechanized suit. Maybe this is a play on the superpowered Lex Luthor, and James has a different take. But I was actually auditioning for Mr. Terrific. When you were researching the character, what most struck you about him? Just how magnificent of a character he is, because of his intelligence. Mr. Terrific does want to fight crime, but he's actually trying to change the entire world in tangible ways. He's the highest concept character that I've read. We could do street-level stuff, but then we could do world-saving, cosmic, galactic stuff. Terrific even appears alongside Superman in the film's end credit scene, which Gathegi only learned about on the night of the film's premiere. In an interview with Variety, he discussed why that scene in particular was so meaningful to him, as well as his initial feelings about Terrific's unusual T-shaped mask, the training process for that big fight scene, and what he knows about the character's future in the new DC universe. What was your familiarity with Mr. Terrific before you got cast in this role? I confess he wasn't big on my radar. Well, hopefully we're going to change that for a lot of people. Like you, I wasn't aware of Mr. Terrific. The first time he got on my radar was when James took over DC as the head of studio, and the very first picture that he posted on social media was a picture of Mr. Terrific. I ran into James at the Suicide Squad premiere, and he pulled me to the side on the red carpet and told me what a big fan of mine he was. I left that premiere levitating like, oh my God, will I work with James Gunn one day? So when he took over the job at DC and posted that picture, my thought was, maybe it's that guy. Let me look him up. There was a fan cast that happened that same day, and the first person to post something, their fan cast was me. The next day, it was all the usual suspects. John Boyega, Daniel Kaluuya, Michael B. Jordan. I just let it go and I forgot about it.